Can I burn fat while trying to get my kidneys to filter? The question is, your kidneys are far, far more important than burning fat. I wouldn't even be considering burning fat at this point in time. If your kidneys are compromised, you better be on the cleanse towards your kidneys. Forget about any vanity at this point. But yes, a fruit diet will make you lose weight. A fruit diet can help you get rid of the excess of fat. Just make sure you do some exercise, that's all. And hopefully your kidneys are filtering. If your kidneys are filtering, you can do some exercises. If your kidneys are not filtering, then don't do the heavy, intense exercise because you're generating waste. And that waste is accumulating. And that accumulating waste will burn you, burn tissue, organ, and glands and affect you, create excess mucus. So yes, it can help you, okay? Any more questions here? I bought the juicer has arrived. I want to start Monday. Can I start without the tea? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Don't let anything stop you. You go for it. Go for it hard. Okay. The mindset is crucial. You need to have that kind of mindset where you know. A lot of people come in with the mindset that is the flippy floppy. You can't do that. If you want to succeed, invest the time and love yourself enough to invest the time and conquer it. It's not hard. It requires a little bit of work, a little bit of dedication, but everyone can do it. And it's simple. That's why I always say, keep it simple. Fruits and herbs, always. What's the best way to do a colon cleanse, please? I drink teas that help with movement, but I need a full cleanse. Okay. I presume that you're talking about laxatives. First of all, a laxative is not the best idea for you. They have magnesium, you have all those drugs. Don't touch them with a 10-foot pole, okay? Unless you're absolutely desperate, have to go, you can use those. But think about it, whenever you put magnesium in the body, what's happening? You are ejecting calcium out, okay? And this can cause brittle bones, can cause severe issues. You don't see it now, but you see long term. So I advise that you get on a herbal formula. Okay, like we have on our website a formula for bowel movements, okay? And it's not a laxative. It strengthens the bowels, it helps peristalsis, strengthens the adrenals, okay? It gives you that nice gentle flow of bowel movements, and it's very strong. I've had people, a lady, she's in the group right now, I forgot her name, and she couldn't use the washroom at all for years and years and years, and she was on, very infrequently. And when I gave her the formula and I showed her the steps of the fruits and herbs, and use the green drinks, she was able to have a bowel movement. So it's never too late. If you have chronic bowel movement, you have to fix your adrenals because that controls peristalsis. You got to fix your parathyroid because that controls calcium utilization and therefore sphincter strength. Okay. You also have to eat don't eat bulky foods high in fiber, especially when you're constipated, because the idea that you're pushing more fiber down there to help you have bowel movements is false. You want fruit juices and green drinks because it's congested already. There's obstructions. You don't want to jam the traffic. You want to cleanse it and allow nutrition to go in. So fruit juices and green drinks is what you would use, and I'll use enemas as well. Then the herbs come in. You need a bowel strength tincture, and you need heavy on the bowel strength tincture. Until you have bowel movements. Clean the kidneys, clean the lymphatic system, clean all the endocrine glands. Do everything like a typical way of detox, but with special emphasis on herbs for the bowels. And use green drinks and use fruit juices temporarily until you get bowel movements. Then you can add some solid fruits and solid greens. But until I get good bowel movement, I'll be using the green drinks and fruit juices and the bowel cleanser and all the major herbs for the body. That's how I would address it. Okay. Yeah, don't take a laxative and think that you're doing a good thing because it's only temporary. Let's see. Okay, I'm on a budget. Which one product should I start off with? The product I always say you should get, if you can afford only one, is the Fabulous 5. Why? Why do I say that? Because in this bottle here, you have 42 different herbs in there that target the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, bowels, and the endocrine glands. So it targets everything. And the reason why I would say Fabulous 5, let's say you had a kidney issue, I say have Fabulous 5 and a kidney tea, is because the Fabulous 5 has 42 different herbs. Therefore, the concentrations of the herbs are not as high. If I was to give you a bottle of, say, a kidney tincture, you have only 10 herbs in there, and a higher concentration. So, but the Fabulous 5 is the base. That's why I always suggested Fabulous 5 kidney tea is the very least you should be doing. If you can't afford only one, then Fabulous 5 is what I suggest you get. Okay, it's really worth it, and it really helps you. I'm very proud of that Fabulous 5. Can we have a lot of protein from seeds and nuts if we're on 80% fruits? Like, okay, I'm guessing, Roxine, that you're not detoxing, right? Because if you're on 80% fruit and you're on seeds and nuts, you're not detoxing. It's a great diet to be on if you're not trying to heal something. That's my ratio. Personally speaking, I have about 70 to 80% of my diet is fruits, and 30% is raw vegetables and cooked vegan. And sometimes, a lot of times, I'll have Indian food and Chinese food. Those are my favorites and my weaknesses, not on a daily basis, but I do have those on occasion. That's a balanced diet. That's a good diet in my opinion. But if you're trying to heal something, I'll be on 100% fruit or a raw vegan diet, okay? And then the idea of the seeds and nuts don't come in. But if you are just coasting, seeds and nuts can be, you can have seeds and nuts. Let's see. Rita says, do I have to detox first to get started the full benefits from the fruits and veggies? Rita, a detox is fruits and veggies. So when you change your diet to fruits and veggies, that's a detox. Like I said before, detoxification is not a fancy term. People misuse it these days. What detoxification means is the body's natural process of cleansing itself. The problem is that we're eating foods that are not for the human body. They're not designed for the human body. We are closest to the apes. We look a bit like them. We have the same teeth. We have the same kind of fingers. And closest in species-wise are to the apes and primates. And they eat fruits. They're natural frugivores. They don't eat veggies even, okay? And that's our basic food. We are tropical species. We came from the tropics. It's true that we have moved to the north side, but that's not our natural habitat. The natural habitat is the tropics. So our food designed for the body it's fruits. That's why when you go in the fruits, you start getting a natural detoxification process because the body now is healing itself because you're giving it the fuel it needs. When you start putting in nuts, seeds, starches, and proteins, it's not what it's used to. It's bad on the engine. If your body is a car, it's like putting some kind of bad fluid in there. You have a gas fuel car, you're putting in diesel. It's not going to work at all or function very poorly. That's how it works. So when you're detoxing, we are taking steps to go back to what we're supposed to be eating, and by doing that, the body can then heal itself. So that's what detox means. It's not a strange term where you take a green drink or some green fancy powder and tea and call it detox. That's not detox. Detox means going back to the roots, fruits and herbs. That's it. Shalonda says, I've been overweight for years. How can you help me? Shalonda, if you've been overweight for years and you've gone on a fruit cleanse, you should lose the weight. If you have gone on a fruit cleanse and you can't lose the weight, it's your adrenals and your thyroid that's compromised, which means also that your kidneys and your lymphatic system are compromised, plus all the other endocrine glands. It could actually be your pituitary gland. So you need to go on a 100% fruit diet, use the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea, use endocrine herbs, use use a thyroid lift tincture to address the thyroid, use the adrenal glands A to target the adrenals. That's what I would do, and get the kidneys filtering. I'll go on a 20-day dark grip only diet to start the whole process. Very simple, okay? And you can do it. You'll be amazed. What to use to get creatinine numbers low? When you have your kidney numbers are bad, okay, you immediately change your diet. Don't even question it. Not even vegetables at this point. If it were me, I'll be on a 20 to 30 day dark grip only diet immediately, and I'll be in a Fabulous 5 kidney tea. But I'll also get kidney flush tincture, urinary tincture as well, kidney tincture, kidney 6 tea. That's 4 different kidney herbs I would use, and I'll use the bowel cleanser, bowel strength tincture. I would use I said Fabulous 5 already, kidney teas, and keep on drinking it. And 100% fruit diet. The 20 to 30 day dark grip only diet is what I would be on. Okay, and perhaps I will occasionally have some green drinks to give me that extra punch of mineral and vitamins that the body may need. And I'll stay the course. I wouldn't cheat one day. It's not hard to get those numbers up at all. I mean, to improve those numbers, sorry. So it's just, you gotta do the work. You can reach out to me and I'll help you, okay? Okay, Labelle says, can the Fabulous 5 help me with my anemia? Anemia is from compromised adrenals. The adrenals is what makes use of iron. So if you have a low iron, it's your adrenals that are compromised. Even if you go out and get a lot of iron supplementation, you're not doing yourself any justice because the body can't make use of iron. So you're taking iron, it will show high on the blood, on your readings in the blood, but it doesn't mean you're using it. So if you want to address your adrenals, you need to use the Fabulous 5, definitely. But I would be on kidney tea because it's a kidney filtration issue. Remember that when a gland is compromised, it's compromised because you have mucus and acids affecting the gland. In this case, your adrenals are being affected by mucus and acids. So you want to cleanse them out. So you got to get kidneys filtered. You got to get the lymph system to move. Okay, that's what you got to do. And that's what I'll be doing to remedy that. So I'll be Fabulous 5, use adrenal herbs. I would actually use adrenal glandula. Okay, for a month or 2, adrenal glands A for adrenals, tincture, herbs, kidney tea, kidney flush tincture, clean the bowels, bowel strength tincture, and stay the course. You can get it better. And of course, we do have on our site, we have something called iron tea, and it has bladderwrack, sea moss, and yellow dock, and it's fantastic for your iron. Okay, you can also add in the sarsaparilla. As you are detoxing and cleansing the adrenals, you get into the root cause. You use the iron tea. Okay. When Geraldine, I hope I said it properly. Nice name, FYI. When detoxing, should you still take supplements, algae, nasal sprays? If you have been, if your doctor gave you medication and you're detoxing, by all means, stay on the medication. Detoxification does not mean that you get rid of your medication, because remember, you're on your medications for a reason, okay? And so you don't stop your meds. What you do though is start to cleanse the body, and eventually you will reach a point, if you do it properly, that you might not need the meds, and then you go and talk to your doctor and he'll get you off it. Okay, but apart from medication, if you are supplementing on your own accord, I would stop it. If you chose to supplement your diet with algae or whatever it is, I would stop it on a detox, because these foods are obstructive to your process, because you don't need more nutrients. You need to clean there are 4 things you got to clean: the digestive system. Okay, you got to clean the use of minerals, assimilation. You got to clean utilization, and then you got to clean elimination. If any of those 4 are not working properly, you cannot get healthy. Okay. So when it comes to digestion, you're talking about the pancreas, liver, and the bowels. When we're talking about assimilation, it's the small bowels. You're assimilating. You're using it. You're using up foods, right? The nutrients. Utilization is the adrenals. Okay, and elimination is the kidneys, the bowels, partly the liver. Okay, so you gotta fix all those 4 processes. So don't use supplements until those 4 processes are fixed. Otherwise, you're wasting your money. Okay, you don't really need supplements as well. Someone says, Denny says, do you think our biology will evolve to suit survival of the fast-coming toxic world? I don't think so at all, actually. I don't think you can adapt that fast. And even if you did adapt that fast, would you want to live in a world like that? Imagine there was no oxygen, good oxygen to breathe in, so you get special stuff in your face or something to take in the toxins and recirculate. It would be nasty. The rate we're going in, our children are born. I've read over 1,000 eyes, if not more. And I can tell you, I've read kids' eyes, okay, as young as newborns. I've read their eyes. And the newborn's eyes are worse than an 80-year-old. Without exception. I've seen youngsters literally just born children, and their eyes are worse than an 80-year-old person. That's because the parents are not paying attention to their diets, and they think that the human body is designed to eat anything and stuff it in, and it will somehow magically get better or be able to deal with it. But what happens is that you're weakening your genetics. You have a very bad lymphatic system, very bad kidneys, and your children get it. Now your children are getting weaker and weaker. So as we move on, by my observation alone from the eyes, we're getting weaker and weaker genes, and that's why you see kids having eczema, newly born children having eczema, allergies, ADHD, and all those things are there. Why? Because we are poisoning our system so badly that the kids are paying the price. So no, I don't think we'll reach a point in our future where we'll be evolved that way. I think if we continue on this pathway we're doing it, and we're using greed and money to decide our decisions and not caring about people and their health, and not to tell the truth about health, then definitely the human race is not likely to survive in a good way. Anyways, Irene, I don't know, you said I'm severe crippled but nothing else. I don't know how to help. Okay. Oh, rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, I cannot walk. I have pain in every joint in my body. What can I do? This is a very chronic condition, okay? What it is, okay, forget the name, because the name is just a label. What it is chronic acidosis. Literally chronic acidosis. It's of the worst kind. One of the worst kinds you can find. It basically means that your body is so acidic that it's sucking out calcium from your bones, literally. It's destroyed all the cartilage. It's really out the bad, and you are dry, dehydrated, internally at least, at the cellular level. You need to be on a 100% fruit diet. To start the whole process, I'll be on a 30-day diet grip only diet. And you will get some flare-ups. You will get, when you go on such a diet program, with the herbs, you are going to be expressing acids. These acids are not going to be happy, but they have to come out. So you have to make sure you have kidney filtration. You have to work on your skin, sweat a lot, go into a sauna, clean your bowels, breathe properly, learn how to breathe properly, because all the avenues of elimination have to open up. Okay, and I'll be on 2 different kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures. I'll be on adrenal formula. I'll be on adrenal glandula. Okay, very likely you have short adrenals, and also adrenals fight inflammation, so you need them, right? I would be on endocrine tincture as well. I mean, it's a full protocol. So I advise you, Irene, to reach out to me and let me guide you with the herbs at least and the pathway, because this is going to take you a bit of time. You should be at the very least a raw vegan, and preferably, for the most part, 100% fruit diet is what I would suggest. Like I said, a 30-day dark grape only diet is what I would suggest for you, okay? And be relentless. It's going to be up and down for you, because it's painful. It's painful. The acids have to come out. They have to be expressed. You will have detox symptoms, possibly a lot of it, but you're going to get better as you go along, minus the slumps, okay, of the pain of the detox symptoms will come now and then. The more you dig in deeper, the more you're going to see levels of acids and mucus coming out that will be expressed as detox symptoms. So just be aware of that. Go and have some fruit diet, like I said, use the herbs and be relentless and give it time. You're looking at a good number, estimation, at least. I'm looking, even that's the rough estimation, probably 8 to 12 months, if not longer, okay? 8 months is probably too low. But it depends on how strict you are, what you're doing, and your level of genetic weakness or strength, etc. All these are factors in there. But I advise you get a iridology reading, because you will locate maybe glands that are actually blocking your progress. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Are alcohol tinctures safe for someone who is sensitive to alcohol? No, I mean, not safe. If you're sensitive to alcohol, then don't have the alcohol. Have the teas. I mean, I wouldn't have the tinctures if you're sensitive to alcohol. But if you're sensitive to anything, if you're allergic to anything, it's your lymphatic system. So ideally, you use the teas, go and have some fruit diet, get some, improve your immune system, and then be able to tolerate the tinctures, because tinctures are far superior than the teas, okay? Far superior. You're looking like teas like 10 to 15% of plant essence in it. Tinctures about 90% plus, okay? Where can I get those? Oh. Shalonda Green, how can you get the product? If you on this group right now, I think someone posted the link. It's miraherbals.info, or if you look at on top of the page, the pinned post, I have all the links you need to get the herbs you need. Okay, so you just go up there. Also, you can reach out to me, message me directly on Messenger. I'll help you as well. You're never alone. I mean, whatever you need, I'll do my best to help you. Shalonda, yes, message me. I'll send you a list. Sorry, Rita says, I'm just starting out. Where do I start? Do I take a bunch of juice first? The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna change your diet, and you're gonna replace all your meals, without exception. This includes coffee, anything you put in your mouth. It's gonna be living, vibrant foods. It's gonna be fruit juices or solid fruits or both. Okay. That's how it's simple. You replace every meal. You have 3 meals a day, you're going to have 3 meals of fruits. That's it. The fruits I prefer, I like, and the strongest are the grapes, the melons, and the citrus fruits are the most powerful fruits you can use, okay, because they are astringent, they pull out mucus, they strengthen the system. So those was what I would use personally, okay. Number 2, you're going to get the Fabulous 5, right here. See how simple it is? And kidney tea, that's the very least you should be using, okay. That's at the very least I suggest you use kidney tea, okay, and that's it. And you're going to give it time. 2 or 3 weeks, you see some great progress, okay? Obviously, if you're trying to heal something, it might take you longer than that. But that's how I start. Don't complicate it. Very simple. And like I said, I've written the books for you already. This book here, most of you have it already, is how to heal yourself when you think you can't. This has a lot of detox protocols in there for you, like the mucus buster, like the orange and lemon detox, like some fasting stuff in here as well. So whatever you need is in here. And then there's the lemon only cleanse, which I recommend that if you're starting, you go on a mixed fruit diet first before you do lemon only, because this is a butt kicker, okay? Kicks butt. And you have some good detox symptoms there. Roxine says, my water retention in the stomach is hard to get rid of, even with just lemons. Honey, it will take a bit of time, okay? If you have water retention, it's your kidneys. And there's a blockage, obviously, because the water can be drained out. Remember that your body doesn't want all this stuff there. The only reason why you have water in an area is because the body is trying to buffer acids. It's trying to protect you. So it's actually doing you a favor. The water is there temporarily because it cannot leave the body. Acids cannot leave the body the right channels. So it's surrounding itself with water to buffer these acids to protect you. So if you want to really get rid of that, you have to get kidney filtration, and good kidney filtration at that matter, and you need the lymph system to move. I would go low on the juices, I would go high on the actual fruits, and like a grape olive diet is fantastic. And you have to keep on going until you get it. You will get it. It will go, okay? The body doesn't like to keep such toxic water around. It will get rid of it when it has opportunity to. Right now, it doesn't have the opportunity, so it's sitting there. Okay, let's see. So this one says, I have Marsha says, I have hypothyroidism and adrenal glands is compromised, plus non-alcoholic fatty liver, lots of fatigue and brain fog. Oh, wow. Okay. This sounds kind of complicated, right? But it's not really, actually. Let me break it down quickly for you. Hypothyroidism, your pituitary gland, hypothalamus, and thyroid may be compromised. Okay, that's number one. Mucus and acids. Number two, you have fatty liver. Liver is compromised. Your liver is not being able to drain out acids properly, so it accumulates fat to protect itself. So liver is compromised. So use herbs for the liver. Okay. Lots of fatigue and brain fog. Brain fog and fatigue. Fatigue is an adrenal issue. Brain fog, fungal issue, and mucus in the head region. Okay. So how's all connected? Go herbs and fruit diet. Number one, a grape olive diet is what I would recommend. Use herbs for the liver, herbs for the adrenals, maybe adrenal glandular, because if you have adrenal fatigue, then your adrenals are definitely down. Adrenals control the kidneys. Kidneys won't work properly. Acid and mucus pile up in the lymph system. So it's all interconnected. So a grape olive diet with the Fabulous 5 kidney tea, liver tincture, adrenal glandular, adrenal herbs, and let's see what here, and thyroid. Check the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Make sure it's not chronic. Use iridology. If they're not chronic, then use the thyroid lift tincture. If the pituitary gland is compromised, I would use a brain glandular or pituitary glandular to spark things up for you. Okay, and for the brain fog, use an antimicrobial tincture. Okay, use lots and lots of it, and also clean the head of mucus. You gotta clean your sinuses, clean your bowels. When your head sits on the GI tract, you want it empty, meaning that you don't want it congested with mucus and acids or digestive waste. So cleanse the whole body. Okay, it's actually quite simple. Is this complicated? It seems complicated, but you just have to do the work. And you see, all these are just names. They are giving you names to target where acids and mucus are in a particular part of the body. Angel says, how long do detox symptoms last, like aches and fatigue? It varies for everybody, but it's one thing that's common about it is that it's temporary. Now, if some situations are really, really chronic situations, and this usually happens late in the detox cycle, not in the beginning. In the beginning, you're likely to get aches and pains, flu-like symptoms, cold and flu-like symptoms, and these are just mild, and they can linger for a few days. But the really bad ones, especially when you're digging deep and you have really chronic conditions, could last a week or two, perhaps. But it's never long term. That's the whole thing. That's the difference between a detox symptom and a so-called health issue. Would be the length of time. It doesn't take that long, and I advise you to read up on detox symptoms so you have a full understanding of what it entails. Because there's a acute level, there's a subacute level, and there's a chronic level of symptoms, and you have to be aware of all of them. And very often, so you might see like, let's say you are detoxing chronic joint condition, for instance. So you get on a fruit cleanse, and you start getting relief. You don't feel as much pain. Initially get headaches, etc. The mild detox symptoms. Then a few weeks into it, you start getting pain starts to come back. So the pain subsided. Then a few weeks later, the pain starts to come back, and you're wondering what's going on. I mean, your diet is good after all, right? Well, that's acids being expressed. Then you see it goes away, and you feel much better. Then 4 weeks down the road, you get this intense pain back again, and like you're saying to yourself, oh, everything's gone haywire. But actually, that is a deeper level of mucus and acids. And if you pass it, you realize that the joint pains are either completely gone or are so very little that you can't even tell. So there are detox cycles you have to be aware of, okay? And the length of time I can't tell you, but it's just mostly, I mean, for all the time it's temporary, okay? Temporary being a few days to a few weeks. Okay, Lavoni, thank you for sharing the link. So Lavoni just posted a link for you if you want to get the herbs, okay? Remember the Fabulous 5 Okay, it's the basic one, and the kidney tea is what I recommend as a basis. 100% fruit diet. You can have mixed fruits. You can have a grape only diet. You can have a melon only diet. You can have whatever you want. You choose. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Jensen said, Rob, is it okay to take your herbs and tinctures while on pharmaceuticals for blood pressure, anxiety? In general, you might want to ask your doctor. Okay, every case is different. Okay, medications, I don't deal with medication at all. I don't even like to hear the name medication. But there's some interactions with drugs, especially like the really bad drugs, like the warfarin, and there are certain drugs that interact with everything. It's not the herbs that is an issue with. It's the drugs. The herbs that they are literally they're in such amounts that they're not harmful, but the drugs sometimes can have interactions with them. So, as a general rule, you want to see your doctor if you're not sure. But as a general rule, I always space medications 3 hours apart from herbs, and 3 hours is a very long period of time. Enough time that anything you've taken is ingested and digested and gone. Okay, especially when in your food cleanse, the food takes 15 minutes to digest, 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And medications usually take maximum an hour and a half to leave the system or to be digested. So taking herbs 2 to 3 hours away from the medication is usually, I say generally speaking, is what I would use if it were me. But however, if you're concerned, or you can always get you can either look up your medication and see the herbs that interact with it online, or you can ask your doctor. Okay. Just stay on your meds as you detox, okay? Because they put you on it for a reason, right? And until you get better, you want to be on them until your doctor tells you you can get off. Sheila says, I've started my kidney tea and tinctures Monday. Good for you. You can keep us posted. You're gonna do very well, okay? So proud of you. You took action. How can I get a reading? She says, how can I get a reading? If on my website, there's a service there, Detox. Iridology reading. Okay, I have for both eyes. That's $250, which is, if you ask me, very inexpensive, because it takes me about 3 hours to read eyes, and we have one eye for $150. So, and it's really worth your while to get it. Also, I do have a consultation where I combine the eye reading assessment forms and a phone call with you as well. So that's an option for you, because I'm getting so clogged up with questions. Like now, you see how many questions are coming. I can't keep up, and my Instagram account and my Facebook account has so many questions, Messenger, that I'm barely keeping up. And because when I answer a question, I get that question is replaced so much more times, and then the person writes back to me, the one I replied to writes back to me, so it keeps on accumulating, which I'm happy for, because I'm helping a lot of you, but at the same time, I'm just one person. I can't keep up. So it's a good idea to invest in a consult if you really need it, okay? Let's see. Are the Kid 2 the same ingredients as the Fab 5? Similar, very similar, yes, but they're individual. So like the Fabulous 5 has the herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. But the kits are broken down for you. So you have individual bottles times 5. Okay. Let's see. Marsha, I don't know. Please message me, okay? You said, can I get the list of things you just called out for my condition? I'm going to post this. I'm going to repost this so you can rewatch it. But you can reach out to me and I'll help you, okay? I don't remember what I said right now to be able to tell you. Someone says, Denny says, Rob, our diet and environment lifestyle specific to our species is simple. Yet 95% don't believe it and will not abide it. Who cares? Like, people are so intellectual, it's not even funny. Like, I'm not against any diet. Let me clarify again. I'm not against any diet. When I say I'm not against, meaning that I don't take any personal objection to it. I think you should not be eating animal products, period. That's my personal experience. Having come from a meat-eating state myself, I for the most a great part of my life was eating meats and dairy products and cheeses and all those things. I've done it before. It's not that I haven't done it. I've done it, and I've done it heavily too. Okay, and I went raw vegan and I transformed completely, like night and day. Like I went cold turkey. Excuse the pun, but yeah, I cut it off completely. That was about 9 years ago, and never looked back since. Okay, so what I teach you here is detoxification. It's not a lifestyle, meaning that it can be a lifestyle if you want to be a raw vegan or vegetarian. It can be, but This is not, my channel is not about that. My channel is about using the tools, the fruits and herbs to heal. My channel is a healing channel. It's not a diet channel. So you have all those diet channels out there, that keto and all those fancy names are made up. That's your prerogative. I don't advise you have any high protein in your diet. Hey, but if you want to go ahead and use high protein and see for yourself the detrimental effects later on, then up to you. What my channel is about you healing. And if you don't bother yourself about convincing other people. It's not your place. People will not listen. The river is flowing. The river of healing is flowing. For those who come to drink, they'll come only when they're thirsty. Okay? I like this saying a lot. The river is flowing. Of detoxification is flowing. Those who are thirsty will come and drink. It's not for you to take the water and feed them. And don't even bother. Don't try and convince somebody of your point of view, because you'll lose. And even if you showed them proof that what you're saying was true, you'll create an enemy. Because people don't like to be put down. And people don't like to lose an argument. That's what I know for a fact. So if people want to go their way and be a caveman, they want to go the caveman diet, it's their business. Let them go and do the caveman diet. If they want to eat only meat, that's their business as well. Don't bother arguing. You follow your own path and you win. Manuela, thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate you. Okay, she says thank you for the help you offer us all. I'm so happy to help you, like more than you know. Okay, this is soul food, and my goal, like I said, doing this, my pathway was never this. It just so happened I came to it and I became good at it, and I know how to connect the dots, so to speak, and I have passion for it. But it was never my goal to be doing this. But when I start seeing people benefit and being helped, I said to myself, there's no way I can stop doing this. Because if I do, then how about that person around the corner who needed my help no longer gets information, and then they'll be in pain, right? So it's my honor to help you. But I do thank you for the hearts. Let's see. Someone says, is it safe to continue with a lemon cleanse if you feel a burning sensation in your back? The lemon cleanse is a butt kicker, I call it, okay? It's a strong detoxifier. If you are having a burning sensation in your back, that's acids being expressed. That's very likely, if it's the lower back, your kidneys being expressed. It's not damaging it, okay? It's not damaging it. It's just acids are being expressed. And you don't have good kidney filtration. So that's what's happening. You have two choices. You can slow it down, okay, by having some veggies and salads and keeping it raw, or you can speed it up by doing some dry fasting and going heavy on the herbs, more herbs, and a mono-food diet with dry fasting. The choice is up to you. If you're not confident in your abilities or understanding, then I would slow the detox down. I would have some steamed veggies to stop the detox and go on a slower pace and get off the lemon oil cleanse. Okay, it's not going to harm you in that regard, because the fruits, they're not there to harm you. It's not like taking a pharmaceutical or something like that. Okay, they're only going to express the acids, and the acids are painful. So when they're coming out, it can be expressed as such, lower back pain, but it's temporary. It's temporary. Okay, especially as you go forward. But like I said, if you're not comfortable, you don't know what you're doing, then don't go forward. Use a mixed fruit diet or step down. Go into some raw veggies or steamed veggies. What herb do you use? I don't know what that means, Jackie. I'm sorry, I don't know what herb means. Okay. So anyways, okay, so thank you again for coming by. I think I'm going to call it short right now. It was very nice being here. I'm going to post this for you so you can watch it again. Okay, but for those of you who haven't tried, I'm going to tell you about my book again. Why? Because I want you to know this stuff. I want you to know how to heal. Okay, so the Lemon Only Cleanse book is out. It's actually called How to Lose Weight Even When You Think You Can't, but it's a lemon only cleanse book. Okay, it's right here on Amazon. Okay, and we have the tried and trusted one, How to Heal Yourself Even When You Think You Can't, and they're both on Amazon for you. Okay, when I say for you, I really mean for you, because look at $12 a book. I do not make anything on it. Literally, it's like I think $2, something like that. I don't even factor it. It's not my concern about the cost of the book. Amazon carries it for me. Amazon does everything for me. It prints it and ships it to you. That's why I use Amazon. And it's very, I don't have to do much. I have to just put information out there and you get the information. It's inexpensive, $12. This is priceless. This book is priceless. This book should be like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, if not more. Because if you learn about the information in there, it will never leave your mind. It's always in your head. And it's something that you can use to help yourself and other people as well. So I advise you get it, because it's going to help you and benefit you as well. And remember, Fabulous 5 is the basis you need. When you're starting your detox, Fabulous 5 and a kidney tea. That's your very basic. okay? And you get started. You hit the ground running. 100% fruit diet. You want to get really strong at it, you go on a mono fruit cleanse after a transition. Grapes only, melons only, citrus fruits only. That's how you do. That's how you hit it hard. If you want a gentle move, mixed fruit is fine. Okay. If you want to go at a slower pace, have some fruits, 2 meals fruits and 1 meal veggies, raw veggies. And you're good. If you want it extra slow and not really a powerful detox, you can have fruits breakfast, lunch salad, dinner have cooked alkaline vegan. That's a slow, nice pace. But in all cases, make sure you're on the herbs, okay, to help you. So have a wonderful weekend and bless you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I will leave this on so you can rewatch it again. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me directly on Messenger. And I'll do my best to help you and address you. So bless you.